Welcome to Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG, the internet's last mistake. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today we're just going to talk about something. Well, you see this game footage happening here in the background? Okay. This is actually not what we're talking about. What we're actually going to talk about is the PlayStation State of Play, or PlayStation. The, the thing that they did that was supposed to be like a Nintendo Direct, but wasn't. Okay, let me check my audio levels here. There we go. So, anywho, I do like the fact that this is on the Switch now. I just wish they'd release a cartridge of it so I could buy it on cartridge because I feel like Final Fantasy VII, it would be really appropriate to buy Final Fantasy VII on a cartridge. Yeah, it really would be. Because, like, remember the whole thing with the N64 where they're like, we can't put that on the N64 because of cartridges. Well, yeah, they couldn't have put it on the N64 cartridge. Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, they were able to fit, like, Resident Evil 2 onto a cartridge, but, cyclical redundancy. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Um, let's talk about the State of Play PlayStation thingy. Yeah, State of Play. Let's turn this down a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That seems about right. Okay, do we got this now? Wait, I won't move it up a little, actually. I like this game. It's pretty cool. Anyways, State of Play was announced. It was about 20 minutes, and oh, people had some problems with it. I had some problems with it. I think the real problem with it was kind of was boring. I mean, here's a couple tips on what they can do to make it work. Okay, the lady they have who's hosting it essentially, who's like talking. Who is that? Come on. Oh wait, that's Eris. But anyways, let me move that up a bit. God, I've always loved Final Fantasy VII's style. I thought the story was kind of, it's okay. I really liked Crisis Core though. Yeah. Just messing around with the audio here. Okay, there we go. I moved this to +5. Ah, good, good. Yes. That's just kind of like really throaty. If you haven't heard, I'm kind of a little bit like not feeling well, so that's a thing. It was cold season after all. I mean, we had the bomb cyclone and here in Colorado, and I'm just like, oh, the bomb cyclone. The best part about the bomb cyclone was that when you're like trying to drive, right, and you're fine on the roads, everything's fine on the roads. Then you get home, and they plow your street, and they trap everyone in the parking lot. And I'm like, no! And I was like, wait a second, I can just walk to work. Which, so that was okay. Anyway, oh yeah, this is playing a thing. It's kind of funny how the main character looks. I wish I had like, they really need to give us like something so we can. Ooh, look at this. What is this? Okay, wait. Oh, back to this. Anyways, you see potion. Yes, take the potions. I want more potions from the people. Potions from the people. Oh yeah, here's a battle. Anyways, let's get back to Sony's State of Play. The first thing they announced was like an Iron Man game, and I was like, that's okay. And I was just generally like, through the whole thing, it was more kind of nonplussed. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was more of a non-plus type thing. because like it just wasn't as I guess the best way to put it would be as exciting as it could be, but not really. It was just kind of like boring, and you don't really want to be boring. So let's get back to the problems with state play. Well, one of the big things here is that they tended to over-explain a lot of games near the beginning of it, and you don't need to do that. One thing that I like about Nintendo's Nintendo Directs is that you're not really sure what's going to show up. And when the way they have this designed, you kind of see what's coming up before it comes up, and that's really an issue. So the big things I thought were okay was like when they did the little VR trailer, that was kind of cool. Concrete Genie looked interesting, and Days Gone looked okay. I was just sad there was no secret or special things at the end, which Nintendo does, and they had this lady who was introducing it, and they just didn't. It didn't really connect, and the reason it didn't connect is because we didn't see what she looks like. We didn't see her. A lot of things that you see with Nintendo Directs is that they have developers up in front and center. Here's an idea. Why don't you have that voice be like, when they first started out, they should have started out with the Iron Man thing, right? They show like a little bit of, I would have cut that in half. I would show maybe no gameplay footage from it is what I would have done, and put like Iron Man VR. I would have cut that one in half. Right after he goes through the little thing and he pulls through the thing. Okay. What I would have done is I would have recut that trailer, and after the side of the plane gets ripped out and he falls out of the plane, when you call up your suit, it would go to just to show that you are playing as Iron Man, and they go Iron Man VR. And that's it. Then put like 2019, and we go something. You'd have the main character, the lady there, go something like, "Prepare to suit up in Iron Man VR in 2019." And then we'd go to the next thing, and we'd just be like, "Welcome to PlayStation State of Play. We're going to show you some of the hot new games here with Sony PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR coming up to you in the next coming months. There will be a lot of surprises, and let's get into it," or something. I don't know. They should have done something, where they have, they kind of show a little bit of something, then explain it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be playing this while I'm doing this. Anyways, what they really should have done is give you like a short introduction, like, up next, we have it. Up next, step into a life of crime. And then do like that one VR game that was like that crime one or something that was there. I don't remember what it was called. And then maybe like, there's more coming from PlayStation VR in the future. Then you roll the little thing. Or if that wasn't it was like, oh wait. They could have done after Iron Man. They should have gone, Iron Man VR is lighting up your PlayStation 4 VR this year. And let's move on to something just as turbo powered, or even nitro powered. And then gone into Crash Bandicoot Racing, And what they really should have done too is also, they could have had like a better trailer for that one little roguelike looking game thing that they did. Yeah, I was like, that was... Just a lot of that PlayStation Direct thing or PlayStation State of Play thing was just low energy, is the best way to put it. Okay, I like the little slick sliding thing between the stuff, right? But you didn't have to show us what the game was. Show us a question mark, then show us the game, then show us that image before moving to the next one. And it's okay to like launch things where you've just got a logo. I mean, hey, you got something you're working on that's cool? Let us know. Be like, coming soon, this. And they really should have gotten a couple more things or developers in there, don't you think? One thing about Nintendo is the Nintendo Directs, they have developers show off their game. Okay, Concrete Genie looks neat. You showed us way too much of it to a point where it was kind of cringy. Why don't you cut a tighter trailer and then like have the developer say why this game is special to them or why it's interesting? Show, don't tell. Also, you know what would have been cool? A cool way to end that out if there had been some kind of Spider-Man VR thing. I mean, okay, so the VR mode for No Man's Sky is kind of cool. That's going to be interesting to see. That I think that'll be interesting. Oh, one thing about this on the Switch is be careful if you're just playing around with the buttons like I do. You can accidentally hit this, and then boom, what? Yeah, they have a little thing in there where it like keeps you alive. Anyways, Concrete Genie looked good. Days Gone looked fine. I feel like they're showing too much of it. Should have just shown off some action or gameplay. Not much story, please. No story. I want to be kind of surprised on story. Or maybe show some indie stuff, or have some other people on the screen. Have actual people on the screen, okay? That's the problem. See, with Nintendo's Directs, we actually don't associate Nintendo's Directs with just the games. We associate them with the people behind the products. Okay, you're showing me Concrete Genie. That's cool. Who made Concrete Genie? Who did? What are the people behind that? Who's the creative director on that? I want to know that. And you know what? Why not? If there's interesting people there behind these games, show us the people behind the games. You know, there are people who are pretty darn cool who work at all these companies. Like, let's say, Final Fantasy, for example. What was it? Like Sakaguchi. This one's, I think this one's the first one done by, oh, what's his name? The guy that does Kingdom Hearts. Anyways, or you have the music designer, or you have different Square Enix people there. You know, have those people introduce their game. You know, oh, you're gonna show off. Like for example, No Man's Sky. Couldn't you get the two people who are couldn't you get the people who are behind No Man's Sky to go ahead and introduce that? Be like, just something new is coming to your galaxy, and then just have the person go, here at blah 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 blah, the creators of No Man's Sky, blah 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 blah. We're happy to show you this brand new mode coming free later this year, and then they show off the VR mode, right? Good. Or they say, this brand new mode coming later this year. Show off the VR mode, and then say, this is coming later this year for free. And then you put on a sale on the PlayStation Store that night for 20% off of No Man's Sky. Hello, this is Marketing 101. Come on, Sony. Sometimes Sony does some really cool stuff. Like if they were like, let's do Spider-Man VR, and it was like, you know, in the world of Into the Spider-Verse, I would save up and buy a PlayStation 4 Pro and VR and do that because, yeah, that was good. I mean, there's so much more they could do with this thing that they didn't do, and I'm just like, oh, there's so much potential here just wasted. Also, quit reminding us that you're going to keep doing these. Do one. Don't be like, this is our thing that we're going to tell you about stuff. Yes, please. No. If you're going to do these, or if you're going to make them annual, why not make them like one every month? Be like, instead of, we're going to be doing this throughout the year, be like, stay tuned for the next one next month. And there, see, like, create hype. It's all about marketing with these things, and you really should be better at marketing these things, Sony, okay? I mean, Nintendo knows how to market the Nintendo Direct, and the reason they're able to market Nintendo Directs are because they use them to show off both developers and their games. Don't be afraid to just show us a small trailer, like a small 30-second trailer with a logo. Nintendo created all sorts of hype with Metroid Prime 4 with just a logo. Do it. It's okay. And the problem is that too many people are like, oh, this is awful, blah, 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 blah. It's just a copy of Nintendo Direct. No, it's a copy of a PowerPoint presentation. It's a PowerPoint presentation you do for investors meetings, and you're like, see, this is the money we made. No. What you do is you sit there and look at what makes a Nintendo Direct successful. And do you know what makes the Nintendo Direct successful? People on screen. I mean, Who's the lady that was like narrating it? I don't know. Does anybody know? We don't know. We don't care because we didn't see her. We didn't see the host, and that's a problem. That's really what they need to take away from that. They need to do stuff like that. Just also put something in it, like okay, like for example, they're announcing something new for No Man's Sky. That's cool. Announce a sale with it. Just think about what you have in your tools and utilize them in a way that works. Okay? It's not that hard to do. It just requires knowing a little bit of your audience and what they would like. Okay, you're showing them this cool thing for VR. Yeah, VR is kind of pricey and expensive to get through. But why not make it worth the while? Be like, hey, No Man's Sky's now on sale here. You can order this thing and VR is coming for it later on, so maybe you can save up for the VR, right? It just feels kind of like a lot of wasted potential. Switch on. Anyways, that's my take on the whole PlayStation State of Play thing. This has been another one of those little Philip Rationale things that we're doing. We're going to change these up a little bit graphics-wise, rather for the thumbnails, so that we have some type of consistency between them. But yeah, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a lot of game stuff here. I'm just going to do it while I'm sick. I don't care. I'm just like, yeah, I may sound a little bit like salty or whatnot, but that's just the way it is. So hit that thumbs up, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of the PlayStation State of Play thing. I mean, I cared so much about it that I didn't even watch it until, like, when did it come out? Like the 25th? I didn't watch it until the 27th. Everyone else is all like, oh, it's terrible. I'm like, well, here's how it can improve. It could have been good. And the next one could be good. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they like revise it a bit, because first thing they need to revise is who's the face of your State of Play. It doesn't matter if you have to translate them. We don't mind that. And Sony's fans aren't so cut and dry. I think they feel that every one of them is some kind of blank NPC or something. And that's not true. PlayStation fans, the people who truly do love PlayStation and PlayStation 4, they love the games that are on it, like say Final Fantasy stuff, for example, or like Kingdom Hearts is a good one. They're the people who bought Spider-Man and loved that, and rightfully so. These are people who do play games, and they want a compelling thing to be excited about, so you need to make sure that you have hype, that you're hyping it properly, meaning just be a little bit, don't tell, show. I know I'm not the person to be telling people to be less verbose, but oh gosh, Sony, you make me look practically mute. Yep. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of that State of Play. If you watched it, or what you thought could be done to improve it. Should it have actual bombshells in it? It should be interesting, It was very paint by numbers. And let me know in the comments below what you think. Hit that share button, subscribe button, ring that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here on Area DMG. And until next video comes out, you are now caught up. Oh, whoops. Yeah. That's going to be a kind of a thing. I was just waving these little remotes around, and I'm just like, whoops, I healed my characters. You can do that multiple times in the thing, too. That kind of breaks the game a little. Oh, well. Although it does have this. I mean, look at this. This is pretty great. Oh, man. Wow. Anyways, this is the, oh, God. What does that do? Oh, wait. Oh, those are no battles or something. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that on. I like having stuff happen. Anywho, like I said before, make sure to hit those things. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.